So many open source companies and in general companies avoiding adding pricing page to their website. They're not ready yet, they don't have enough users, or they need to show they have some POCs or deals before they even think about pricing because we're not good enough yet. How can we charge money if we are not good enough yet? But actually, that's create a very bad response from your visitors. Because think about you. You visit a website, it has no pricing page. So what would you think in your mind? Probably no pricing page, it's just a fun project, right? Or maybe, they don't have a pricing page? So maybe in 2-3 months from now, once we implement everything for our company, they will announce their pricing and it will be so high that we will not be able to handle this. So basically, when you don't put a pricing page, you put risk for your companies to use your product. And actually, it's kind of funny because having a pricing page is something that every company have. So if you don't have a pricing page, something is weird. Like why you don't have? Are they shady? Are they trying to trick us? And so on. So you actually have zero benefit in not showing your price. It's more likely somebody contact you if you have a pricing page than if you don't have a pricing page. Now let's understand how developers buy. They don't buy from emotional decision. You know, back in the days, I used to run a B2B company. Yeah, we ran ads, and in these ads, we put like a very big stacking of prices, and you get this bonus and this bonus and this bonus. And, you know, you try to drive people to take action right now and buy your product. But it doesn't work with developers. Developers will not buy until they try, until they know that this is exactly what they need. So what are your options here? The first one, and this is the one I like the most, is going with bottom up. It means that every developer can come and try your product. Usually in bottom up, there is 2 types of ways to do it. One of them is a trial, and another one is a free tier that you get X amount of stuff. Usually you actually can give all the feature for free, but you just limit it with amount of bandwidth or with the amount of events you can send and so on. But you just want the user to fully be able to test your product. Now, yes, if you're targeting enterprises that pay a lot, you probably want to go with the free because the free really allows you to go test your product. But on the other hand, a lot less user will convert into paying users once you put free. If you like this video so far, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. On the other hand, if you feel that implementing your product is very easy, go ahead with the trial. I know many companies that target developers that start with trial because they have the open source. So they can literally clone the open source, play with it, and if it's good, they just purchase. And if not, they just try your trial and then they purchase. So the thing about free is that you usually will get a lot more users compared to trial. Because with trial, you know, if they feel that it's not enough, they will not convert. But with free, a lot more people will register. But the conversion would usually be a lot lower. A lot less people will convert. The thing about free, especially with enterprises, is that you get a lot of users in, and it means that you get a lot of emails in. So if you have a lot of emails, you can do lead nurturing. It means that you get some free users, and then you start to promote your brand over email all the time, sending more and more and more information. And by that, increase your marketing even bigger and scale to more places. So you can reach more and more and more people, but generally, you will have less customers. And this is why you can see a lot of companies actually starting with free to scale faster and then move it to trial after that to convert more. Another option you can take is a high-touch funnel. High-touch channels means that people can't register to the system without talking to you. Usually, you will use high touch when you're dealing with enterprises. So they are going to pay you a lot of money because they don't start small. Specifically, let's talk about cloud native types of product, which is almost always only enterprises. So they're going to be converting the very high price. So it's better to talk to them before, because when you talk to people, there is a higher chances they will convert. So with high touch funnel, there is 2 ways. One of them is to show the prices on your website. And another way is to hide your prices on the website, because inherently the prices will always be very high. For my taste, I think that when the price is very high, it's good for more matured companies where they already long time in the market, let's say Salesforce, and they get already so many leads all the time and people want to buy with them. So it's really great way to put a filter. You just put the price on the website and then, you filter out the people that don't match your criteria. If you're a smaller company, you probably want to go without a price because there is a higher chances people will book a call with you, and then there is a higher chances they will buy from you. Now, the last thing is, how do you price yourself? And this is something that almost everybody do wrong. They actually check the entire market and they look and they say, okay, this company costs X. So because I am a new company, I have to be cheaper. that's the first thing. I have to be cheap. And then you have two options. One of them is to be the cheapest, which is actually not bad usually. And the other one is to be the second cheapest. Now, the second cheapest is the most ridiculous thing possible. It means that there are multiple competitors. One is very, very cheap, another one is very, very expensive, and you're just in the middle. What it means for the customer? Probably nothing. Now, in my experience, putting a lower price will actually convert less because people devalue the company. They say, they are cheaper, so probably something is weird, they're not giving X, Y, and Z, they're not as good. So you actually lose customers by putting a lower price. And I've seen actually a funnier even research that shows that when you increase the price, let's say you increase the price even by 50%, 60%, or something like that, 20% of the customers will churn, but overall you will still make more money. So when people actually ask me, what do I want to do? I usually will try to price myself the highest and not the lowest and not in the middle, because I want to be prestige. I want to be luxury. I'm building a good company, the best company. So why do I need to price myself lower than my competitors? So if you like this video, please make sure you go and watch my previous video on how to add AI to your project to get more trending everywhere.